Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Diego with another K1 visa green card video. Remember, I'm not an immigration attorney, I don't give you legal advice, and I don't work for USCIS. But I got over 12 years experience processing K1 visas. And this video is about what is the basic process of the K1 visa. What is the K1 visa process? Well, let me go over it with you, okay? Very important. The K1 visa allows a U.S. citizen to bring their foreign fiancé to the United States for marriage, involving several key steps and mandatory requirements. So let me go over the K1 visa process. You're going to file Form I-129F, which you get from the USCIS.gov website. The U.S. citizen, the petitioner, must file Form I-129F to petition for the alien fiancé with USCIS. What this form does is it establishes the legitimacy of the relationship and indicates the intent to marry within 90 days of the fiancé's arrival in the United States. Both parties must be legally free and able to marry each other and must have met in person at least once within the last 2 years. So what is the processing of this? USCIS, what do? Well, after you file with USCIS, they will process the petition, which normally takes about 4 to 7 months from NOA-1 letter to NOA-2 letter. They will conduct background checks on both the individuals, the sponsor and the petitioner, and the beneficiary during this time. Now, if it gets approved, after it's adjudicated, USCIS will send the petition to then the National Visa Center, which is located in New Hampshire. The National Visa Processing in New Hampshire will assign a case number to your case, and they will then forward the petition to the U.S. Embassy or consulate in the fiancé's home country where you indicated on the I-129F. Assuming the consul or the embassy is not busy, okay, the fiancé will then be notified to start the process or the application for the K1. So what is this process? The foreign fiancé must complete Form DS-160, which is the online non-immigrant visa application, and attend a visa interview at the embassy or the consulate. And they're going to have to provide various documents, including proof of the relationship and a medical examination, which I recommend you get 2 weeks before your visa interview.
Tenga en cuenta que en Colombia, la Embajada de Estados Unidos en Bogotá es el único sitio para procesar visas. Si reside o se encuentra en otra ciudad de Colombia,
So the next step is going to be entering the United States of America. So if the K1 visa gets approved, if it gets granted, the fiancé can then enter the United States for the purpose of marrying the U.S. citizen within 90 days. After you get married, the foreign spouse can then apply for a 2-year green card to become a lawful permanent resident. You get a conditional green card, okay? That's what happens. You get a conditional green card. Don't forget, you both have to be legally free to marry each other, both parties. If you have any divorces under your belt, you must include certified copies of divorce decrees, death certificates, annulments, etc., with your visa application. And this K1 visa is going to be for you to marry the specific person, not somebody else, when you get to America. And you both of you must have met each other in person at least once within the last 2 years, okay? But I recommend that you make at least 2 trips to go see your beneficiary and spend lots of time together to qualify. The U.S. citizen must demonstrate the ability to financially support their fiancé, and you will be required to submit a Declaration of Financial Support, Form I-134, at the U.S. Embassy interview, along with your tax returns, tax transcripts, pay stubs, bank statements, letters from your boss saying where you work, etc. You got to prove your financial independence and qualification for the family size. Now, the entire K1 visa process can take approximately 10 to 16 months. It depends on a bunch of factors in processing, especially with USCIS and the MVC, and how busy is the consulate or the embassy that you are applying to for the interview. Okay. So to conclude this basic video, The K1 visa process is designed to facilitate the marriage between a U.S. citizen and their foreign fiancé, and it is absolutely essential that you follow the steps carefully and provide accurate information so you ensure a smooth application process. Now, I'm going to make videos on how to assemble your documents, what documents you need, what kind of evidence you need to get a K1 visa approved, etc., etc. But this video was just a basic understanding as to what the K1 visa process is. If you want my phone number, if you want my email address, you want to call me, if you want me to help you personally, sign up as a member and join me on the live stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays at 6 p.m. with my beautiful wife Karina from Venezuela. This was the basic overview of the K1 visa. If you already know if you already understand the process, then skip this video. But if you don't, here's the video for you. See you at the next live stream, and thanks for watching.